Did I scare ya? Today, Sea of Thieves released a news update, covering everything that's coming in the following month. And believe me, things are heating up. Literally. First things first, we're getting a Halloween event this year, in the form of the Tricksters and Treaters event. Not much was said about what exactly this event was going to bring to the table, but we can earn one of these snazzy new hats, and earn an exclusive title as we work with the community to choose a side. Are you a devious trickster, or a generous treater? With this event, we'll be getting some new fireworks to shoot off, and some new merch to not buy. I mean, what? No, but seriously, these designs are pretty cool. Next, we got a new release from the Sea of Thieves Sound Selects album on Spotify, and whatever other streaming services you guys use for music. But this time, it's called Spooky Selects. Ooh. Pretty fitting for the season, and it's conveniently the music that's playing in the background. Now, as always, we have a Pirate Emporium update. There's going to be a special sale on the Halloween items that were released the past 2 years. The Soulflame ship set and the Crimson Crypt ship set and costume are on sale. Perfect for the season of spooks. But also, there is a new set that will be released tomorrow for the Halloween season. The Graveyard Gladiator ship set, costume, and weapon set. Honestly, looking at the ship set itself, it reminds me a lot of the Halo ship set from the color scheme standpoint. Now the weapons, yeah, I like these a lot. Especially that sword. That looks very clean, and very straight to the point. No nonsense, no flashy bits and bobs attached to the weapons, and the colors are very close to the Obsidian set, so bonus points for that, am I right? There's also a new emote pack that lets you show off your inner evil, mischievous spirit. But also, there's going to be a free emote, the Pumpkin Juggler emote. Now that one, I will definitely be picking up when the update drops. Not just because it's free, I swear. And finally, we are officially getting a skeleton curse. Kind of? In the form of this amazing looking skeleton costume, called the Spinal costume. Now this is how you make a costume. And honestly, I see myself using this one a lot. Unfortunately, it's not a true skeleton curse, and I honestly don't see how that sort of curse will actually work in the Sea of Thieves, because based on how the green skeleton glitch works now, no cosmetics show up, and who doesn't want to show off their achievements through cosmetics? But I digress. Let's get back to the news. Recently, we saw a balance update to the Ferry of the Damned, and this has allowed some crews of certain sizes to return to the living world sooner. This was originally just a buff to the solo sloops, but now all crew respawn times have been adjusted. Solo sloops now respawn at 15 seconds, duo sloops spawn at 19 seconds, trio brigantines at 23 seconds, and galleon crews have to wait 25 seconds to respawn. These changes are huge, and while I didn't cover these balance changes when they first released, I figured this was a good time to share my thoughts on it. The Ferry of the Damned is designed to be the chance to breathe in between engagements in battle, even though you may be stressing the entire time about whether or not your ship would be sunk by the time you return to the living world. And that is where I love these balance changes, as mainly a duo sloop player myself. Every time I go against a galleon, or even a bigger crew, I find myself feeling constantly at a disadvantage because of how much cannon fire is on the sloop. even with a cannon rowboat, it is always outclassed by a brigantine and a galleon. I mean, come on, all a galleon crew needs to do is ram their ship right into yours and quad-board you at the same time, spawn camping you till you sink. It's not very fun. But now that galleon crews will be stuck on the ferry longer than my crew, I feel like we're heading towards an environment where all ships, regardless of the size, have the same level fighting chance in a fight. Which is very interesting because Season 8 is going to be a PvP update. I'll elaborate on this point in a later video, but I just want to put this out there. I'm excited for the next season. The last thing I want to cover in this video is the next adventure, and is actually the title of this video. The end of the Herald of the Flame was left at a form of open end. Stitcher Jim and Flameheart's remains were missing from Molten Sands Fortress by the time that we had made it back to Belle at Liar's Backbone. And it is finally time for another decision point. If you guys are unaware of what I'm talking about, a decision point in the story is where it becomes the community's job to decide the future story of the Sea of Thieves, where we will be asked to choose a side, and whatever side wins, that is basically the path that the next adventures will take. So, whenever the fourth adventure, Lost Sands, happened, it was a decision whether to save or destroy Golden Sands Outpost, and in the end, it was decided that we would save Golden Sands. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, adventures lately haven't been that great. Especially the Siren's Prize. I will not stop talking about that, because it was genuinely the worst adventure. But anyways, don't get me wrong, Herald of the Flame was actually really good, and I had a great time playing through it. But after the slow drag of a Siren's Prize, I'm ready for another heated battle. I don't know about you guys. The next adventure will be called The Return of the Damned, and it'll be our chance to decide the fate of Captain Flameheart once and for all. Will you choose to side with Stitcher Jim and resurrect Flameheart, bringing him back to his former glory? Or will you side with Belle and Pendragon and banish that restless spirit for good? At this time, we don't know how this adventure will play out gameplay-wise. I'm just hoping that the choice is made in-game, just like Lost Sands was, and not a simple Twitter poll like the Mystery of DeMarco was. Though, I think by now, Rare has learned their lesson, and I'm excited to see what will happen next. Let me know in the comments what side you guys will be taking. Will you unleash Flameheart's fury onto the world, or banish him for all eternity? And surprisingly enough, this adventure launches literally 1 week after the ending of the Herald of the Flame on the 3rd of November. What do you guys think of this news update? If you enjoyed this video, let me know by liking this video, and consider subscribing with notifications on to never miss another upload. And until next time, I will see you out on the seas.